nice day for a guitar lesson. In celebration of my new haircut, we are breaking down White Wedding by Billy Idol today on our acoustic guitar. As always, I'm going to have all the tabs, lyrics, everything you need to learn the song on the screen. But you can get a printable version of those tabs and even a backing track by becoming a Patreon. Links in the notes. Skype lessons one-on-one as well if you are interested. Go ahead and contact me via email. All those tabs, links, backing track, links below in the description as well. Ready to learn this tune? Go ahead and grab your guitar. Brain and attention span, yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Once you got those three things, follow me on in and let's break this lesson down together. Come on in, let's do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our chords. The first chord is B minor. So what you're going to do is you're going to bar the second fret with your index finger, and then you're going to get your ring finger on the fourth fret of the D string. On the G string, directly underneath it, you will also have your pinky. Your middle finger will play the third fret of the B string, and that bar will also be playing the second fret of the high E. B minor. Very cool chord. Now, we'll talk about the palm reading in a second. We're going to need three other chords. E major, classic chord, maybe my favorite chord of all chords. What you're going to do is you're going to play middle finger, second fret of the open E, middle finger, second of the A, ring finger on the second fret of the D string. Your pointer finger will play the G sharp note, which is the first fret of the G, and you will play the open B and the open E strings. I kind of consider like if your guitar was a football team, this chord would be the captain. D major, open D, index finger, second fret of the G string, middle finger on the third fret of the B string, and ring finger, third fret of the B, and your middle finger will be on the second fret of the high A, and you're going to try to only play those highest four strings. We're also going to see an A major. Now, you can play the A major with three fingers here, or you can play with one. You'll kind of see me doing both. You want to play the open A and the second fret of both the D, G, and B string, and then the open E string. Now, if you do bar those three, you're kind of just going to be muting the high E string, and that's okay as well because you have an E string in there, or an E note later in there, okay? So those are the four chords you're going to need. So we're going to start with the intro, and we're going to do 4 measures on this B minor, and that means just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One measure will be 8 down strums. So let's look at one measure really slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now this song is at 144 beats per minute, and we're going to be playing with a backing track a little later. But just know 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and is kind of the general speed of the tune. We're going to do that for 4 measures. So we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that's the first part. The next part, it opens up into an arpeggio that's going to sound like this. And I love it when it sounds harder than it is, because you're just going to make that B minor chord, and you're going to pluck the B minor string, not the B minor string. You're going to pluck the E string, B string, G string, D string, G string, B string, E string, back to the B. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That happens over the course of 2 measures, and then you're going to play an E major, and you're going to let it ring 1, 2, 3, 4, and a D major, let it ring 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next time through, we're going to do it, but we're going to flip the E and the D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we finish on 4 more measures of B minor. So, okay, whole intro nice and slow. I'll count the first B minor, but then after that, we're just going to play through it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Sister, what have you done? And then we're into the verse. The verse, we're going to do 2 measures of that B minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're going to let an A major ring. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a D. I'm sorry, E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing happens again. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it mixes up a little bit. We're gonna do muted strum for 2 measures on B minor, muted strum for 2 measures on A, and then muted strum 2 measures on the B minor. So we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and it's a nice day for a white wedding. And then we get into the chorus. So why don't we go ahead and play through that first verse, and we'll put the lyrics up on the screen so you can see what the keywords are and where they match with the syllables. Here we go. Okay, so the chorus. The chorus, we're gonna, so it's 2 progressions. You're gonna let the E ring for 1 measure, A ring for 1 measure, and then you're gonna palm mute 2 measures of B. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The next 2 times through, you're gonna hit that E and let it ring, let the D ring, and then palm mute with the B minor. 1 and 2 and whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and jump into the jam track again, and we'll play with the chorus. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna look at the instrumental interlude. That's pretty cool. That part, okay? All right, chorus. Let's do it. Okay, so this interlude is interesting. It's like an 18-bar interlude, which isn't very normal. We're going to start off, and it's going to feel familiar from the intro. We're going to do that B minor arpeggio, make the B minor, and we're going to go E string, B string, D string, G string, D string, bam, bam, bam. Just working our way up. That first string, second string, third string, fourth string, third string, second string, first string, second string. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E major, let it ring for 4 beats. D major, let it ring for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, Next time through, just like in our intro, we flip-flop the order of the D and the E. Otherwise, it's the same. Okay, now this part's really cool because the bass is actually going to be playing B minor to E, but we're going to do that B minor arpeggio 2 times. Now what happens is when you do a B minor arpeggio over an E chord, you get like this E9 because we're adding the F sharp to our E, which is the 9th interval, and we're adding the D note to it, which is the flat 7th. So by playing, the bass is playing the E, and by us playing this B minor chord, we create this cool E dominant 9 chord. So we just run through that arpeggio 2 times. Cool. This is where it gets a little interesting. Well, actually the E was where it got interesting. This is where what we're going to play changes a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start off that same B minor arpeggio. Then we're going to start at the same 2, 3, 4. But here, instead of going up a string, we're going to go and play the 2nd fret of the G string, down to the 1st fret, and back up to the 4th fret. I'm still using my index finger because now I'm going to use my ring finger, and I'm going to slide all the way up to the 9. You could just jump up to the 9 and play it. I like that slide. Then we're going to go 7th fret, still on the G string, 6th fret, still on the G string. Then our middle finger is going to play the 7th fret of the D string. Then after that, we're going to go down and grab the 9th fret of the A string. And then we're going to roll over with our, because we're going to grab the 9th fret with our ring finger, and then we're going to roll over and grab the 9th fret of the D string. So, okay, so from the B minor arpeggio, let's put it together nice and slow. One little tip I do is when I get after that, instead of doing the bar, I switch to this shape, because it's a little easier for me to go from the ring finger to the 2nd fret to the 1st fret. So here we go. So much easier if you make that little switch right there, okay? All right, so why don't we do that with the backing track now? That's a cool part, very cool. And let's go ahead and jump up on the backing track and do that. So those are all the pieces except for the hey, there's nothing left in this world. And that part is actually over the B minor, just 13 measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you do that 13 times. So instead of us just doing it 13 times here, why don't we go ahead and just put the backing track up and play that 13 times. right, folks, there you have it. Those are all the pieces. That is all 5 pieces to White Wedding. Now you can rock out this classic song and jam it out. It's a lot of fun to play. You got everything you need to rock it out. And until next time, keep on rocking and rolling. Keep on loving life. Thank you so much for tuning in. 10thumbspro.com. Subscribe and learn. Think about becoming a Patreon. Printable tabs with every single lesson. And until next time, rock and roll. Life is good, my friends. Take care. All right, everybody, that was it. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of this tutorial. Here at 10thumbspro.com, we appreciate you, all right? New guitar every single Monday, so subscribe and learn, please. And we'll see you next Monday for our next guitar lesson. You can become a Patreon if you want. Links up there in the notes, links below. Printable tabs for all our future lessons and our past lessons, plus lessons like this that come with backing tracks. Good stuff. Skype lessons one-on-one as well if you want to accelerate your learning and take it to the next level. 10 Thumbs t-shirts up there as well too. And until next time, you know, enjoy the next white wedding that you're at. I think actually my friend Ryan's going to get married in August, and they asked me to be the ordained minister. So that's right, baby. Wow. What is wow? I do. All right, until next time, have a lovely day, evening, night, whatever time it is. Rock and roll. Life is good. See you soon. It's a nice day to learn to jam. Yeah.